Okay. All right. You can see my book there, Stacy.
Yes.
All right. So we're on section 2, changing mindset and priorities, and we've finished section 1 already. I'm going to go here to chapter 8, which is a very important chapter for me. Why should it be lonely at the top? I will do a little bit of deep dive on this, but I was going to tell you here before I go into it is this is one of those things that it literally goes against advice or things I heard from what I would necessarily care about, even mentors in my life. You know, you take things in, and I would hear a lot of people that I really care about say this, and it's an interesting topic. It's one I get go into, but it is a solid belief, and it's something that Tanya and I both share. And again, it's why should it be lonely at the top, and it goes to a even a spiritual part for us too. But I'm going to go into this, and I'll go do a deep dive after. So let me ramp this up, and let me shut off my video, make sure my bandwidth is really solid. Okay, why should it be lonely at the top? One of the most gut-wrenching statements I have heard many times in my life from leaders and respected people touted as experts is that it's lonely at the top. Though that statement may be evident and truthful, it should not be. It has always twisted up my stomach, always. It goes against my core beliefs and understandings of life and life's purpose. From Christ to Allah, there was never meant for just a few to rise up. We are meant to work and progress together, strength in numbers. We are meant to be leaders. We are not here to climb up on the backs of others. We are here to rise, grow, and help each other to ascend to greatness. We adapt, we learn, we follow in truth and right. As we progress in growth as a society, we should be creating a way to increase the quality of life for all. If I achieve incredible success and only help my family and myself, that is one thing. However, to help thousands and thousands to achieve success, well, that must be a far greater of an achievement. If it is hard, then by sheer repetition, hard becomes easy. Proper teaching and leadership can help any concept to be easier for many. Likewise, for any adaptable and available path to success. When it comes to any aspect of business, there must be a better way to help more to achieve more. For this is the true innovation of what is available. Let's break it down. The corporate structure of old, it is a sham of issues, subject to all sorts of failures to those doing the work to make things happen. I'm not a fortune teller or psychic. However, I can see the change that is already happening, especially when I have been part of it. And it is just like anything that is filled with truth. It will rise to the top. It will conquer. It will become the new. Knowledge and the understanding and use of the knowledge is where it can all happen. The new, or what sounds impossible, becomes the way of it all. Hard becomes easy. And when it is easy, we all can do it. So take the corporate structure that is constructed on a caste system. Owners, management, managers, and employees. This is becoming a joke and not exactly a beacon of true freedom. And the new way is able to wipe it away with innovations, technologies, and shared passions with all that participate, including the customer. More than ever, the connection from the product to the customer is becoming less and less in moving pieces. Marketing is becoming everything, and the support and love is cementing the relationships. Experience of the client is being broadcast in real time through emotions and experiences. These transparencies have changed the model of business. It has also allowed for the new way of things to progress, a new way to better things for anyone, really. No longer does it need to be a place where the employer makes money on the backs of the least paid employee being the face of the company. The people will always be the most incredible asset of any business. The heart and soul of any business is the love and care of those running the business. With that, The new is where there is proportional gain to all involved and the ones that cement the relationships with the clients gain. As we break this down, we create a place where the energies and passions of all can create more of a win overall. Take what used to be seen as an employer to employee relationship and create partnerships where the gain from success is shared overall, and make it proportionate to the results created by the partner in the partnership. The owner entrepreneur creates the opportunity and shares the successes with those that make it happen. Limits are endless and results equate to rewards for all. Can you imagine a shopping and customer experience where the employees gain from the happiness and client experience? Where frustrating a customer instantly influences the earnings and rewards of the entire store? What will happen when the success of each store becomes the success of every partner working within the store? Some may issue stocks or allow stock incentives. More and more, I see the evolution of partner-based outcomes in the companies that will lead in their sectors in years to come. As people seek out places to trade their time for earnings, they will seek the places that create happiness. Happiness in the daily experience and payments for their participation in the partnership with them and the company. Things clicked into place for my enterprises as I created opportunities that rewarded the efforts of the partners that joined with me. The more I press on building up my partners in education, understanding, and self-improvement, the better we all do. The overall rewards only grow. The top truly becomes filled with more and more, not fewer. Being lonely at the top is not the right way of things. It is merely the visibility of the goal to take as many as you can with you. The happiness felt when getting to the top is nothing as compared when you are truly help others to come with you. And as the hard becomes easy, soon everyone will be doing it. Now, I'm going to go to a blank page here. I'm going to stop my share and come back. I go pretty deep on this topic, and I'm going to break down just a couple more things. If you are a true leader and you're not just trying to step on everybody's back to get the top, you see it a lot. If I can raise everybody up, it's going to be a better place overall. And everybody can win when the path is set right. Right. And this is why we built systems, and that's why systems allow people to win. Right. If you look around you, like success leaves a complete trail. Right. They say it leaves hints, but it leaves a complete trail. You can look at any business that has a successful model, right? And those that follow that model win. It's because they figure something out, right? And things are shifting, things are changing always, right? There's always improvements. And one thing that I've noticed, and I think it's going to be a very evident thing to say, but anything in life that can be automated, anything in life, I'll come back on the video, thanks. Anything in life that can be automated is going to be. Okay, any position that they can replace with mechanics, robots, artificial intelligence, they're going to. It actually makes monetary sense, right? If it's a job that can be done by a robot, it's going to be done by a robot. If they can put machinery in there to do it, they're going to. All right, I'll break it down. Just look at the automotive industry. Okay, when Henry Ford created the assembly line, okay, he gets credit for that invention, that concept, put it into reality. All these things were being made and being punched out by people until machines took over. Okay, if you go watch an assembly line and they're impressive, those are almost all robotics now. Okay, created a whole new field, a whole new rash of understanding and jobs and specialties, but it replaced human workers, right? It's safer, right? No lives were lost when you went to automation, all sorts of things like that. And you can point it out in so many industries. And what's going to happen is we're going to get more and more refined on where things are, but there is one area that cannot be replaced, and that's the high touch, the interaction, right? And that's what marketing is. Marketing is it's being communicative. I'll bring up Tanya's word, communicative. And it's also something that we get to do all the time, right? And progress with. So you can just expect the world to become more automated. And it's what we do with it. And you look for the trends and where things are going, and you want to be in those directions. And, those that are going to be stubborn to change are going to have a rude awakening. Automation's coming whether you want it or not. It's never stopped in all of time. It's been something that's always been progressing. So when you look at this, you look at the way business is done, right? And you guys, I was talking about Walmart as an example. And in case you guys haven't read latest, they're automating their stores. I mean, they're putting robotics in there that are going to be stocking everything. All right. You put an order in, the robots will go pull it and pick a packet. And guys, they're getting this. This is all a reality. It's happening. But I put this out there because you look at a business like Walmart, and their least paid employees, the ones that are working with the public, and that's what's determining that store being, a choice, right? We have choices. There are other stores we can go support. Walmart is not exactly always the cheapest. If you, it's they have they've done a really good job in where they place their stores and how they send stuff in there, but there's things that will change. And it's also proven that people, when they get treated better at another store, they're going to go back to that store. I mean, people still drink Starbucks coffee because the experience you get when you walk in. They always make it a pleasant experience, right? And there's things that are going to guide where we go and where we spend our money, and it's going to be changing because it's going to be more about interaction than anything that can be automated. We're already seeing it happen. And when I had my other businesses and we were, did the employer-employee thing, the atmosphere was never solidly happy. There's always like weird energies and everything else there. When we switched to where we were bringing partners in, and that's how Triple R runs, it's unbelievable when you give people the advantages to grow and prosper and let them get paid what they're worth. Right. And that's why it's so important that everything is seen to go that direction, because that is where the future is going. We want our freedoms. We want to have, quality of life and where we spend our time, and projects that go that direction are going to just survive better than those that don't. And again, automation is going to come. And, if you're not honing in on your skills to communicate, you're missing out on the one thing that's going to be necessary in the future. The better you can communicate, the more value you offer society. Think about that. And it all ties back to the law of marketing, because that's what that marketing is being able to communicate, educate, be communicative. That's what it's all about. All right. God bless. Read the next chapter next week. See you then.